Buying a used Toyota Sienna sounds like one of the safest decisions you can make. It has a Toyota badge, space for the entire family, and a reputation for running long after most minivans have disappeared from the road. But that reputation can also get buyers into trouble. Some Siennas really are capable of reaching 200,000 or even 300,000 miles, with little more than normal maintenance. Others were built during problem years that brought transmission issues, oil leaks, electrical failures, troublesome sliding doors, and repair bills large enough to erase the money you saved by buying used. The important question is not simply whether the Toyota Sienna is reliable. The real question is which Sienna years deserve that reputation. In this video, we are going through the weakest and strongest periods in the Sienna's history, starting with the model years that require the most caution and ending with the versions that offer the best combination of durability, practicality, and long-term value. Let's begin with one of the riskiest years Toyota ever put the Sienna name on. At the bottom of the list is the 2004 Toyota Sienna. The 2004 model introduced the second-generation Sienna. It was larger, more comfortable, and far more modern than the van it replaced. Unfortunately, being the first year of a major redesign also meant buyers became the real-world test drivers. One of the most concerning problems involved the transmission shift cable. Owners reported cables becoming detached or breaking, which could prevent the shifter from properly communicating with the transmission. In some cases, the driver could place the shifter in park while the van itself was not completely secured. The 2004 model also developed a reputation for premature brake wear. Rotors could warp, steering vibration could appear while braking, and owners sometimes replaced brake components earlier than expected. Steering noises, clicking sounds, and suspension complaints also appear regularly in owner reports. A well-maintained 2004 may still have plenty of life left, but it should never be purchased casually. The shift linkage, front suspension, brakes, and steering components all deserve a close inspection. The low purchase price may look attractive, but this is one of those years where several medium-sized repairs can quickly add up to one very expensive ownership experience. Next is the 2007 Toyota Sienna. By 2007, Toyota had already improved several weaknesses from the beginning of the second generation. However, this year became known for a much more expensive concern: transmission trouble. Owners have reported hesitation, harsh shifts, delayed engagement, gear hunting, and complete transmission failure. Some vans begin showing symptoms gradually. Others appear to drive normally until the transmission suddenly becomes a major financial problem. A replacement or rebuild can cost several $1,000s, which may be close to the value of an older, high-mileage Sienna. The 2007 model can also suffer from a rubber oil cooler hose that deteriorates or ruptures. When that hose fails, engine oil can escape extremely quickly. If the driver notices the warning light and shuts the engine down immediately, the repair may only involve replacing the hose. If the van continues running without oil pressure, the engine itself can be destroyed. Toyota later used an improved metal oil line, so buyers should verify whether the original rubber section has already been replaced. A 2007 Sienna is not automatically a bad van, but service records are extremely important. A documented transmission fluid history, smooth shifts during a long test drive, and evidence of the updated oil line can make the difference between a reasonable purchase and a very expensive mistake. Close behind it is the 2008 model. The 2008 Sienna shares much of its mechanical design with the 2007, including some of the same oil line concerns. However, this year is also associated with a greater number of frustrating electrical problems. Owners have described instrument panel lights flickering, climate control systems becoming unresponsive, power accessories failing, and entertainment systems freezing or shutting down. These problems may not leave the van stranded, but electrical diagnosis can become expensive because the failed component is not always obvious. A bad switch, wiring connection, control module, or powered door component can all produce similar symptoms. Before buying a 2008, test every button and feature. Operate both sliding doors several times. Check every climate control setting. Test the power seats, rear entertainment system, dashboard lights, locks, windows, and liftgate. A mechanical inspection is important, but with this model year, a careful electronics check matters almost as much. Now we move back to the first generation, specifically the 2000 and 2001 Sienna. These vans were built around Toyota's 3.0-liter V6, an engine that can last an extremely long time when maintained properly. The problem is that neglected examples developed a serious reputation for engine sludge. Sludge forms when old engine oil thickens and creates heavy deposits inside the engine. Those deposits can block oil passages, restrict lubrication, and eventually damage internal components. The issue was not that every engine was defective. Maintenance history made an enormous difference. A first-generation Sienna that received regular oil changes may still run smoothly after more than 2 decades. A neglected one can hide years of buildup beneath the valve covers. That makes these years difficult to judge based only on mileage. A van with 180,000 miles and excellent maintenance records may be safer than one with 90,000 miles and no history at all. Look beneath the oil cap for thick deposits, ask for service records, watch for oil pressure warnings, and consider having a mechanic inspect the upper engine for sludge. These early vans can be cheap and surprisingly durable, but only when the previous owner took oil changes seriously. The next year to approach carefully is 2011. The 2011 model marked the beginning of the third-generation Sienna. It brought a more modern interior, updated styling, improved features, and available all-wheel drive. It also brought the typical problems that often appear during the first year of a redesign. Some all-wheel drive models developed noise from the rear drivetrain, often linked to the viscous coupler or related differential components. Owners described whining, humming, or grinding sounds that became more noticeable at certain speeds. There were also complaints about hesitation and rough behavior from the automatic transmission, particularly at lower speeds. Another major concern involved the power sliding doors. Certain Siennas were recalled because the sliding door latch assemblies could fail. Depending on the failure, the door might refuse to open, fail to close properly, or potentially open while the vehicle was moving. Anyone considering a 2011 should verify that all recall work was completed. During the test drive, listen carefully to the rear of an all-wheel drive model. Drive at different speeds, make several turns, and operate both sliding doors repeatedly from every control. The 2011 is not necessarily unreliable, but later versions of the same generation generally provide a more refined ownership experience. That brings us to the 2012 through 2014 Sienna. These years represent a noticeable improvement over the 2011 launch model. Toyota had time to correct some early generation issues, and these vans developed a much stronger reputation for long-term dependability. They continued using the familiar 3.5-liter V6 and 6-speed automatic transmission, a combination that was powerful, smooth, and well understood by this point. The main issue to watch is oil consumption on higher mileage examples. Some owners report that their engines begin using more oil as mileage increases. The cause may involve piston rings, valve-related wear, leaks, or a clogged positive crankcase ventilation valve. Oil consumption does not always mean the engine is about to fail. However, it becomes dangerous when the owner does not check the oil level regularly. An engine that burns a small amount of oil can run for years if it is monitored and topped off. The same engine can suffer major damage if the oil level is allowed to fall too low. When inspecting one of these vans, check for blue exhaust smoke, oil residue around the engine, low oil on the dipstick, and service records showing regular oil changes. The 2012 through 2014 Siennas are generally solid choices, especially compared with the 2011, but a clean maintenance history still matters. Next are the 2017 and 2018 models. These years received a significant powertrain update. Toyota revised the 3.5-liter V6, increasing output to approximately 296 horsepower, and replaced the older 6-speed transmission with a new 8-speed automatic. The result was stronger acceleration and improved efficiency. However, new technology often brings new growing pains. Some early 8-speed units were criticized for hesitation, unusual shifting, and excessive gear hunting. Drivers sometimes felt the transmission searching for the correct gear during low-speed driving or light acceleration. Software updates helped improve the behavior of some vehicles, and the 2018 generally became a slightly safer choice than the earliest 2017 models. These engines also use both direct and port fuel injection. That dual injection design helps reduce the intake valve carbon buildup that can affect engines relying only on direct injection, although proper maintenance remains important. Infotainment problems are another complaint associated with this period. Screens may freeze, Bluetooth connections may become unreliable, and the system can feel outdated compared with newer competitors. The 2017 and 2018 Siennas are not bad vans. In fact, many owners enjoy the extra power. But if reliability is the only goal, the older 6-speed models from 2015 and 2016 may be the more proven choice. Before reaching those top years, we should mention the first-generation Siennas from 1998 through 2003, excluding the sludge-prone years we already discussed. These early vans are basic by modern standards. They lack the advanced driver assistance systems, modern crash technology, large touchscreens, and convenience features found in newer family vehicles. But simplicity can also be an advantage. There are fewer electronic modules, fewer powered accessories, and fewer complicated systems waiting to fail. The 3.0-liter V6 is not especially powerful, but properly maintained examples have been known to last well beyond 200,000 miles. Parts are generally affordable, the mechanical layout is familiar to independent repair shops, and the biggest enemy is often age rather than a specific design flaw. Rubber hoses, engine mounts, suspension bushings, seals, cooling system components, and timing-related maintenance all deserve attention. These vans are best suited to buyers who value low cost and mechanical simplicity more than modern safety or luxury. A clean first-generation Sienna may be one of the cheapest dependable minivans available, but condition matters far more than the number written on the odometer. Now we arrive at what may be the strongest traditional gasoline-powered Siennas, the 2015 and 2016 models. These vans were produced late enough in the third generation that most early issues had already been resolved. They retained the proven 3.5-liter V6 and 6-speed automatic transmission, avoiding the early problems associated with the 8-speed unit that arrived in 2017. This is often the ideal point in a vehicle's production cycle. The platform has already been on the road for several years, manufacturers have corrected many weaknesses, and the major mechanical components are fully developed. The 2015 and 2016 models also offer a good balance of modern comfort and manageable complexity. Depending on the trim, buyers can find power sliding doors, upgraded seating, all-wheel drive, entertainment systems, navigation, and advanced convenience features without moving into the newer hybrid generation. They are not flawless. Power sliding doors can still require repair, interior components can wear, and neglected vans may develop oil leaks or suspension noise. Recalls should also be checked by vehicle identification number. However, the basic engine and transmission combination has earned a strong reputation. For buyers who want V6 power, proven mechanical components, and a lower purchase price than the current generation, the 2015 and 2016 Sienna may offer the best overall value. Finally, we reach the fourth generation Sienna, introduced for the 2021 model year. This generation made one of the biggest changes in Sienna history. Toyota eliminated the V6 and made every Sienna a hybrid. Power now comes from a 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine working with electric motors and an electronically controlled continuously variable transmission. Some buyers initially viewed the loss of the V6 as a downgrade. The hybrid has less peak horsepower and can sound more strained during hard acceleration, but the benefits are difficult to ignore. Fuel economy increased dramatically, with many front-wheel drive versions rated around the mid-30 mile per gallon range. That is an enormous improvement for a 3-row family minivan. The hybrid system also uses regenerative braking, reducing some of the workload placed on the traditional brake components. The electronically controlled transmission does not operate like a normal belt-driven continuously variable transmission and is based on Toyota's proven hybrid design. Available all-wheel drive uses an additional electric motor to power the rear wheels, eliminating the need for a traditional mechanical drive shaft running the length of the vehicle. The 2021 model should still be inspected carefully because it was the first year of a complete redesign. Owners have reported some concerns involving interior quality, electronics, rattles, and convenience features. Certain model years have also been involved in recalls, so every vehicle identification number should be checked before purchase. The long-term durability of the newest generation is still developing because even the oldest examples have only been on the road for a limited number of years. However, Toyota has been building hybrid powertrains for decades, and the basic engineering behind the system has a strong track record. For buyers who prioritize fuel economy, modern safety features, and lower fuel costs, the 2021 and newer Sienna is the most advanced version Toyota has ever produced. For buyers who want the most proven, long-term gasoline powertrain at a more affordable price, the 2015 and 2016 models remain extremely difficult to beat. Looking across the Sienna's entire history, one pattern becomes clear. The safest years are rarely the first models after a redesign. The 2004 introduced a new generation and brought several early problems. The 2011 did the same. The 2017 introduced a new engine and transmission combination and needed time for refinement. Even the 2021, despite its impressive hybrid system, should be evaluated with the caution normally applied to any first-year redesign. The strongest values tend to appear after Toyota has had several years to improve the vehicle, but before another major powertrain change arrives. That is exactly why the 2015 and 2016 models stand out so clearly. No used Sienna should be purchased based on the model year alone. A supposedly excellent year can still be a terrible purchase if it was neglected, overheated, driven without enough oil, involved in an accident, or never received transmission and cooling system maintenance. At the same time, a weaker model year can still provide years of service when it has been properly maintained and repaired. Always check the service history, confirm recall completion, inspect the sliding doors, test the transmission from cold, look for fluid leaks, and have the van examined by an independent mechanic. Toyota built many dependable Siennas, but the smartest buyers understand that reliability is not guaranteed by the badge. It comes from choosing the right year, finding the right example, and making sure the previous owner cared for it properly. For the safest traditional used buy, start with the 2015 and 2016 Sienna. For maximum fuel economy and the newest technology, look at the 2021 and newer hybrid generation. And if you are considering a 2004, 2007, 2008, or an early first-generation model without maintenance records, make sure the low price is not hiding a much larger repair bill. Which Toyota Sienna year do you think is the best, and which one would you avoid completely? Share your experience in the comments and subscribe for more used car breakdowns before you spend your money on the wrong model year.